Good afternoon, fellow pilots. We are located in Greenwood Lakes Airport. And what we're looking at right now, you guessed it. Yep, that's definitely an American flag right there. And this is an American flag colors. What is this beast? This is a 1948 Constellation. Back in the airline industries, back in the 40s, 50s, and early 60s, this was the 737 of the days. You can see this. An airliner. This is a piston 4-engine propeller turbocharged that can get up to a high altitude with turbocharged engines. Nice big wingspan, big wings. Airline configuration, retractable landing gear, multi-engine aircraft. This is part of the museum right there. We're gonna go up there and I'll show you the cockpit. But before we go there, let's go ahead and look at this massive landing gear. Pretty slippery and icy. This is January in upstate New York. Look at that wheel well. All the hydraulic lines. Shock. Looks like those tires are old and beaten up, so they supported those tires with those solid concrete anchors. Look at those pitot tubes. Left pitot tube right there on the left and another one here on the right. Look at that. 2 engines on the right wing and we got 2 more engines right there on the left wing. Let's check out the main landing gear. Look at this. Look at this massive wheel well. Can see all the cables. Look at all these cables, the pulleys, hydraulic lines. What is this? Some kind of an accumulator for the gear doors. And again, the tires are not holding pressure from back in the days, and they have solid metal struts anchored to the concrete to hold the tires from just going flat. This is the engine right there. You can see the turbocharge. Big monster 3-blade propeller right there. See if we can identify the prop on this. Hamilton standard propeller. Look at these blades. Unbelievable. 4-engine piston powered airliner. Look at this beast. Fellow pilots, this is not flying into known ice. We see the propeller may have some boots, but I don't see any boots on the leading edge of the wings, which means this is not into known ice, so watch out in icing conditions. Look at this radial engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting 9 cylinders, but I don't know if it's got 2 rows of cylinders. Engine inlet right there. Look at that beacon back in the days. And another some kind of something here. I don't know what this is. Looks like an antenna or something. Another antenna. This could be an ADF antenna that goes all the way towards the back. This looks like a DME or a transponder antenna. Unbelievable piece of history here in the Greenwood Lake Airport. Look at that tail. I'm going to check the tail section here. Look at that door, windows, and look at this tail. This is a massive tail you got up here. Dual rudders. Looks like we got the cables over there on the left rudder. And look at the trim tab right there. Another rudder right there on the right side. And it looks like a nav light. And I do think that these exhaust exits on the back end is for the auxiliary power unit. That will be providing power, electric, ventilation while the engine's on the ground without the engines, while the airplane's on the ground without the engines running. We're gonna go out there to runway 24 and depart back to southeast. And I'm gonna say this is part of history here in Greenwood Lake Airport. Probably the oldest and one of the first Constellation airplanes. I believe from looking at the colors, this is an XTWA Constellation back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s before the deregulation, where actually airlines were making money. And paid pretty well. Yeah, paying pretty well for the pilots out, man. Look at this. Elron is locked up over there with a control lock. Again, from the Greenwood Lake Airport, and this diesel truck fueling some of the aircrafts. Welcome aboard. Blue Yonder and bright sunshine. See!